You do things a little bit differently until you start to build up your schedule. So what I'm recommending right now is that you still do the social media, that you still ask the referrals, but I want you to add in these 5 tips and 5 places to find your new health coaching clients. And it works really well. All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We're here, brand new Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. This is episode 272. So if you want the 3 big takeaways, all the show notes, and the pertinent links, head on over to ihp.coach/272 for all the details. All right, let's dive right into it. Today's show is all about the 5 places to find health coaching clients. So what I wanted to do was come up with a list for you, especially new practitioners, that goes beyond the, just do some social media posts or ask people for referrals. Like, I understand that, I get that, but that's difficult in the beginning, right? You definitely want to ask your clients for referrals, but what if you don't have any clients or you only have like 2 or 3? This is why it's important to understand that when you're a new coach, you do things a little bit differently until you start to build up your schedule. So what I'm recommending right now is that you still do the social media, that you still ask the referrals, but I want you to add in these 5 tips and 5 places to find your new health coaching clients. And it works really well. So one of the things that I taught at the live event that we do each year for integrative health practitioners was, if you're a new practitioner, although they'll be your hardest clients, start with your family. And I know this sounds counterintuitive because I said it many times, is like family are the worst people to work with as clients because they know you and they also know you as someone else besides the health coach, right? And that's why it's challenging. However, I'm going to add a little caveat to this. So it does not have to be your parents necessarily or your siblings. These clients actually work better. So grandparents, 1 removed, aunts, uncles, that's 1 removed from your family, nieces or nephews, depending on the age that they may be, all of those work much better. If you're married, mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, all the in-laws, right? Always work better because it's 1 removed. They didn't know you kind of as a kid and in the family and all those different things. That is one of the things that inadvertently I did when I was first starting out, because people knew I was getting into nutrition. They knew I was getting into personal training. Then they knew that I was starting my integrative health and functional medicine-based practice. And I actually work with a lot of family members, my own family as well, but then it started to move to +1 family, right? And then it was family friends. And so what I would ask, because your family is more likely to do this than anybody else, as long as you have a decent relationship, not even the best, but decent. They are more likely to do that +1. Okay, so you're working with, again, mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. They are more than likely to refer you more people. They really are. I've just seen that in a lot of people's different families. And if you're an experienced coach, you might be shaking your head yes, that's actually happened for me as well. So that is not just asking for random referrals. That's saying, I'm going to start with my family. And here's always what I did. For all the in-laws and for the aunts and uncles on my family, I would not charge them for my consultations. Okay, now you can. I'm not saying not to. But here's what I did. I always charge for the at-home labs because there's a cost to me, right? And I might make a little bit of money on the at-home lab. That's okay. And then I'm going to offer them the nutritional supplements as well. So I can make a little bit of money on the labs and a little bit of money on the nutritional supplements. That's obviously not why I'm recommending labs or nutritional supplements, but they're going to buy them anyways, right? So I can make a little commission there. So I'm making some money. That's not bad in exchange for experience, in exchange for testimonial success story, and in exchange for a referral. And that is how you start the beginning of your business. Best place to start. So if you just stop listening to the podcast here, you'll literally get a huge takeaway and a huge tip. And I hope that every single one of our integrative health practitioners, and even if you're not an integrative health practitioner, uses this and really just takes it to the moon. Because even if you just do 6 people, family wise, and then you get a +1, all right, it's 6, then we're at 12. And then hopefully those people then give you a +1, right? But if not, here's another place. There are many people, myself included, and although my stint, fortunately for me, only lasted 6 months when I graduated from undergrad, I worked in an office. And I hated working in an office. I hated every day driving to the office. It was terrible. I got in at 8, I finished up at 5 or 5:30, and then I drove to my job that I did like, which was personal training and nutrition at night. And that's what I did until about 9:30 at night, closed up the gym with the people there, and then I left and then did it all over again the next day. And I loved it. I had no issues with it. I was young and I wasn't healthy then yet, but I was trying to work and study and get all these things done. But the thing is, a lot of people knew, even for that 6 months that I was only there at my corporate job, that I was into personal training and nutrition. And a lot of those people wanted to work with me on their own fitness, their own mainly body transformation. And so it was interesting, but I started to work with them. This is way back in the day, by the way, so this is way back. This is way before virtual at all. Like this is way before cell phones that you could even text. So we're going back a little bit. So here's the thing though. I got a new network of people from my current job, and you can do the same. So we've got a lot of nurses, we've got a lot of people from a lot of different organizations. You can be moonlighting in your job, whatever it is, right? Let's just say it's an integrative health practitioner, certified health coach. Okay. So you're doing that at night, couple appointments. You still have your day job. You can start letting people know. You don't need to let them know that you're quitting your job. That's probably not going to go well, right? But you can let them know, here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm studying. Just through casual conversation. Everybody talks about their health, right? Everybody talks about body transformation. You can talk to them about what you're doing. You start to then work with them, preferential rate if you want. However you're doing it, you're just starting out. Might even do the free again. Then they just pay for their labs. They pay for their protocols, however you want to do it. And then what happens there? You get your experience, you get your testimonials for your website, and you get a referral. The goal is more people knowing your name. Do you see where we're going with this, right? So the coworker aspect also works as well. All right, number 3 is this. Number 3, small, local, that means in town, right? Your city, local, around there at least, network groups based on a specific condition. Okay, so in Massachusetts, they have an autism society. They have a Lyme association, Lyme disease association. They have all of these different places. And you can connect with that group. Now it's easier, right? You can just connect with their Facebook group, but they do in-person meetups as well. And at that in-person meetup, you can also speak. I did that. I did it at so many different organizations. And now, especially if it's your niche, you can share a 20 or 30-minute presentation on what you do and case studies for what you've seen be successful. Even if they're not your case studies, you can share research and case studies as to what works and why. And trust me, that works really well to get new clients. So just look up in your own area. It won't be difficult. Facebook groups, Meetup, all the different things, you'll be able to find it for sure. Ask around, of course, as well. All right, number 4, put on a virtual, so now instead of in person, virtual free webinar where people sign up for your specific niche. So it has to be niched. It has to be infertility, helping women in menopause, helping men with low testosterone. Like it just has to be niche. That's it. Digestive, bloating, webinar, whatever you want it to be. And you'll put that on social media. You might even do it with someone else. It's up to you, however you want to do it. And maybe you get 30 signups. Great. So now 30 people signed up, maybe 20 people attend the webinar. Great. And out of those 20 people, you go through a half hour, 45 minutes of underlying root causes of bloating, the different reasons it might be. Here are the different things that we would then try. And then, without giving everything away, you would say, I would love it, since you spent your time here with me tonight, to provide you with a complimentary discovery call or consultation as to whether we can take your health to the next level with a customized plan. Anybody that I feel I'm able to do that for, I will let you know on that call. and we could talk about potentially becoming a health coaching client. So you offer that to all 20 people that are now on the call. And out of those 20 people, probably 6, maybe 8 are going to take advantage of that, because now you already positioned yourself as the expert, right? And so now they do that discovery call with you. Amazing, right? So you don't need big numbers. Even if there was 12 people that signed up, 8 people that attended the webinar, and 4 people signed up for a consultation, and out of those people that signed up for the consultation, 2 or 3 became a client. Like, that's the minimum, honestly. So you can do that once a month, and you can do for as long as you want. And it's an amazing thing. You can do Q&A at the end if you want. Don't do it for too long. You don't want to answer every single question. You want to have people do a consultation with you so you can help them on a more one-on-one basis and also learn more of their story. All right, the 5th one is this. 5th place to find health coaching clients: professional cross-referring or package deals. What does that mean? What you want to do is find, and I've talked about this on the podcast, I talked about this inside the business mentorship experience, find a personal trainer, find a massage therapist, find a esthetician, like whoever you want it to be, and do 2 things. 1, you refer your local clients or virtual clients to this virtual or local personal trainer. If you're local, you have a local massage therapist, you refer your clients to this local massage therapist. You can do it with a chiropractor, however you want to do it. These networks work. We only had about, let's say, a half a dozen really good ones in Boston, but they were really good. Like, we used to refer a dozen people or so a month to this chiropractor. We would refer our own clients to our own personal trainers, eventually our own massage therapists, like all these different people. But we had huge networks, and we were able to do that because kind of all built up our careers together. And so it's an amazing thing to be able to do. And you're seen as a value add because you can help with food sensitivities for an esthetician, for a personal trainer. You can help with hormones, like all of these great things you can do. The other thing that you can do is, if you're local or even virtual, which a lot of our IHPs do, is you create a package that actually includes 1 or 2 personal training sessions a month, 1 massage a month. So now your package might be, okay, for $490 a month, you get 2 personal training sessions, 1 massage, and then you get 1 consultation with me. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal, right? So out of that, you might make $250, and then you pay $125, or let's say you pay $150 the personal trainer, and then if the math is now escaping me, but let's say, like, I don't know, $100 or so, whatever comes out to be for the massage therapist, right? You can split that up however you want it to be. And then that will allow you to also create these amazing packages, and you can offer that on your website, and they can offer the same. So you can get really creative with these things if you have the right network of people. So those are the top 5 ways that I can think of for new health coaches starting out to find even their first 5 health coaching clients. And then it just begins to snowball from there. The truth is, you just have to get started in a way that you feel comfortable. Although in the beginning, you might not feel comfortable doing anything, and that's okay because you haven't done it before, right? So it's normal to be uncomfortable, but you just have to get started because there are clients out there that need your help. That's the truth. They're looking for you right now. They need your knowledge. You're able to help them. You'll get better the more people you see. So just get started. Hopefully today's show was helpful. For all of the big takeaways, the show notes, for other information on the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute, head on over to ihp.coach/272 for all today's notes. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing rest of the day.